Alright, first test for Mega Camerupt. And with this deck, I do want to go second because I want a Precious Trolley, maybe TM Evo. And I don't get those things, but I mean, this is okay. Interesting. Saw a Dark Energy, Gravity Mountain, TMD Evolution, and there was a Dawn in there as well. I do get an extra card from the mulligan. Oh, and we've got Mega Sharpedo. There's Psyduck on the bench. They lead with the Pecharunt, which I guess that's okay because at any point you can Toxic, Subjugation, and move a Dark from the bench to the active. So let's see what they do going first. And just an attach pass, and why attach on the Pecharunt? I really don't know. But we top deck the Nest Ball, so let's grab Latias. Attach energy there. And I don't want to discard any of these other things yet, so I don't want to like Earthen Vessel or Ultra Ball. So we're just going to burn and pass. Of course, they immediately flip heads. But that's fine. I don't really need... Well, no, I do need them to be burned. But then it'd be a one-shot with Camerupt. So... They're probably confused. They're like, what even is this? I imagine a lot of the people I face with this deck will be confused. Okay, so they do get Buddy Buddy Poffin. We see a Toxel at the bench as well as Ghastly. So it's not just Mega Sharpedo, it's Mega Sharpedo with Mega Gengar. Ultra Ball, I gotta imagine they're going for Toxtricity so they can start doing Sinister Surge. No, Monkey Dory, okay. Alright then. Maybe they're thinking they'll just pass back the burn damage. Well, Monkey Dory does help a lot. In most cases, it helps to, you know, it's a heal as well as moving damage to the other side. And now I get the Arven. We'll go ahead and evolve to Camerupt. Let's Arven, and let's do the thing. We're gonna combo and go into Precious Trolley. Grab one of those, two of those. Okay, and... Yep, Scalding Steam. Retreat. And Roasting Heat. So I didn't need to do a Team Evolution, although those evolution cards will come into play later with extra burn. But this one was just burn, take the KO. And now they have less mobility. They also have no energy on the bench yet. So maybe they should have gone for Toxtricity instead of Monkey Dory, because they would have been able to Sinister Surge last time and a second Sinister Surge this turn. And they would not be as bare bones as they are now. As it stands, they promote the Psyduck because they need to buy a turn. Now the thing about Roasting Heat is it does 80 base damage, so I'm going to knock out everything except Monkey Dory without needing them to be burned. And yeah, they just pass. Let's see what we got. What do we do now? Let's grab Hilda for a Magmortar, as well as another energy. Just evolve one of these. Attach this to the benched Numel. And Roasting Heat. It's another KO. And I have to imagine I will probably win a few games just due to the sheer surprise factor of this deck. People just don't know what they're facing. Okay, what is Toxel doing? Maybe call for family? That's the only reason I can see you'd want to attach an energy there. Or maybe they're going to try to just manually retreat. Okay, Petrarunt comes back. Okay, Ultra Ball, Binding Mochi. Probably going for Sharpedo. And put the Binding Mochi on it. Do the extra damage due to being poisoned. But they only have one energy, so it's only going to be the, I think the first attack is Hungry Jaws. Alright, so they have committed all of their resources to getting this Sharpedo in play. So at this point, they're just hoping for a good top deck. Okay, Greedy Fang. Greedy Fang is the first one. Oh yeah, of course, they draw 2 cards with it. So if they draw anything that lets them do energy, then they'll have enough to do the second attack, which would be a KO. That Binding Mochi actually makes a difference. So let's see, what do we do? Let's Arven for a switch. And I'll grab that TM Evo just to pull it out of the deck. I don't think I'll need it at this point, but it's there. So let's promote you back. Burn. And you'll notice they're going to take 5 damage counters of burn, not just 2, because of that Magmortar I put into play. And 240. So now, yep. So 300 plus. Oh, of course they heal the burn. Are you kidding me? But they take 10 more from poison. So that would have been great if they didn't heal them. Okay, Mega Gengar is in play now. And the thing about Gengar is your dark Pokemon take 1 less prize card when they're knocked out by damage from an attack. Wow. And so one of their 3 cards they had was Lily's Determination. They haven't taken any prizes, so they got 8 cards off of that. So, as I was saying, Shadowy Concealment. You only take 1 fewer prize if they're knocked out by damage from an attack. It does not take into play, or should not come into play, if they're knocked out by residual effects or effects of attacks. So for instance, poison damage or burn damage. So they got a new hand of 8. Did they get the additional energy that they needed? Okay, and they put it on Volcanion. I guess they know I keep putting it into the active, so they're hoping for a easy knockout. And they are retreating, okay. Oh, and that was smart. Retreat so you can Sinister Surge, because Sinister Surge only works to Pokemon on the bench, and then you can use Subjugating Chains to move it back in the active. Okay, and so now it can do the second attack. I forget the Sharpedo has a free retreat cost. There's the Hungry Jaws. But here's the thing. I think they forgot that Gengar's ability doesn't activate on effects. So we'll put the Volcanion back in play. See, they're only 20 damage from being knocked out here. So they couldn't take all 3 prize cards next turn, even if they could survive. And honestly, it doesn't matter what I grab here. All I have to do is burn them, and then it's done. But just do this real quick. And voila, 50 from burn, 10 from poison, 3 prize cards. Alright, so first test is a win. Even though they did flip heads on both of the times they were burned, was still able to get a good test. And that does get a prestige level. And a rank up.